So today's video, I want to dive into a topic that many of us struggle with. And I've found in my clients, it is one of the important pieces that really does create that paralyzation or feeling stuck, because this inner critic, this inner critical voice can really do a number on us. It can really get in our heads and keep us debilitated or paralyzed and really create anxiety, state of depression, burnout. So how do we quiet that pesky inner critical voice? I want to explore it using mindfulness as a powerful tool to help you claim a sense of peace and empowerment over that voice. But I want to first kind of define or help us understand that inner critic, what I'm talking about. It's that voice in your head that often brings self-doubt, negative thoughts, harsh judgments. It's important to recognize that everyone has it, but we also have the power to manage it. And what happens too is many of us, and I say us because this can show itself in even the greatest masters of self-development like myself. I get done with a presentation or something. How can I do that better? What can I do with it? And that's one thing to self-reflect or encourage feedback. But then when you ruminate and you tear yourself up and you speak very harshly to yourself, this is that inner critic that doesn't serve us. So there's a lot that goes in to really rewiring the brain or quieting the inner critic. And so I don't even mean to remotely think that a video here is going to totally solve this for you. But what I want to plant the seed is how you have the ability within yourself to tame that inner critic. So we want to discuss one of the tools. Mindfulness can really help change that relationship with the inner critic. Mindfulness is all about being present in the moment, observing your thoughts and feelings without judgment. And this practice can be incredibly helpful when quieting the inner critic. So the next time you notice the inner critic chiming in with that loud voice or really looking to derail your confidence, your self-assuredness, in whatever you're doing, I want you to acknowledge that voice. Turn to it, see it for what it is. Build a relationship with what's going on, with non-judgment and just curiosity. Is this a fact or is this a belief? Is this something I'm telling myself, or is it something that is factual? And really encourage yourself to see everything, these mental events just passing through. And then when you find yourself attached to it or anchoring into it, pull back. Clarity comes from detachment. So encourage yourself to see the thoughts. They're just passing by. Clouds, mental events just passing by. Whenever that self-critical thought arises, label it. I recognize there's fear in me. I recognize there's self-doubt. I recognize that I'm feeling imposter syndrome, right? There are so many voices of the inner critic. This labeling helps you detach the thought and the emotion. You are not your fear. You are not the doubt. So you're starting to place distance and see it as just a mental event passing through. Also, encourage yourself to really get present. Be grounded. Take a moment. Connect to your breath. Bring yourself into this present moment. Focus on the breath flowing in and out of the body and the sounds around you, the sensations in the body. And when you start to do that, you actually redirect your thought. You get it off the inner critic and you're more able to see it with objectivity. And lastly, cultivating this deep sense of self-compassion for yourself. Love and kindness statements are a beautiful way to do that. But you're saying things, to yourself that are loving and compassionate, like you would a dear friend, giving them a pep talk. You weaken the grip of that inner critic when you do that. Now remember, mindfulness is a skill. It's a skill that requires constant practice. Mindfulness is a choice. Our brain naturally will not choose mindfulness. Fight, flight, fight, flight. We hear fight, flight, freeze. You activate the amygdala. You activate the sympathetic nervous system. So how can I come into a state of seeing with objectivity what's going on for me and get out from underneath that inner critic? If you'd like to learn more about how to anchor in habits that quiet the inner critic, and you want to get lasting results, this is how I've created my coaching business for the last 18 years. And I have a proven proprietary method that I've trademarked, and it gets results. And it's a one-on-one coaching program. We take your specific issues and we apply my program and get results. So please visit my website at Awaken with Light, AwakenWithLight.com. And if you'd like to discuss how I could apply it to your specific issues or challenges, then schedule your breakthrough call and we will help you create the life you design. Living a life you design, not one of default. And we can start mapping out that way of achieving it on that call. See, I'll close out with this, with patience and dedication to self, to personal growth, you can cultivate a more compassionate and peaceful relationship with yourself. It's just that simple. So if you found this video helpful, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel here and get more on how to personally develop, discover yourself, and evolve. Till next time, all the best. Thank you for joining me. Have a mindful day.